No way. On camera.
No way.
Let me see that thing.
Gotta hold it out far so it looks bigger.
Damn, nice job. Good release too. Nice work on the board.
Let's get to work.
So we got started on the metal building here, getting this cleaned out. It's an absolute wreck in there. There's been some cool stuff that we found along the way, and overall it's been a fun experience getting it cleaned out. Today is April 19th. It's about 8 a.m., something like that. Hayden will be up here today. My father-in-law's up here today. Hayden's aunt and uncle and grandmother will be up here today. We got a dump trailer on site. Last night we started cleaning out the shed. So today is gonna be much of the same, getting this cleaned out. I believe we're gonna make a couple dump runs to get some of the trash hauled off the property. But otherwise it's just gonna be another clean out day and just hanging out. So let's get to it. So there's really not much left to do. Most of this is gonna get hauled off. With my wife being a florist, there's actually a lot of stuff that's of interest to her that we're gonna leave. You know, there's a lot of really nice vases and usable supplies for her business. So that's really cool. You know, there's trinkets and stuff, and you kind of get shiny object syndrome. You're kind of like wanting to, you know, take a peek at everything, but at the same time, you know, so much of it really is junk. But we're trying to be ethical about, you know, keeping certain things and try not to be wasteful. But, you know, the majority of it is junk, and there really is like a lot of roaches and just kind of gross stuff. You probably can't tell from the video, but this workshop is actually on a concrete slab, and they have carpet put over this. So the carpet's in rough condition. So I'm excited for the day that we're able to actually rip this carpet out of here, because I'm interested to see what the concrete slab looks like. To me, I imagine it's probably been really well preserved because of the carpet over it. So that'll be really cool. You know, as I mentioned in previous video, this shop will most likely serve for Hayden's floral company, Lady Basil. You know, she does big wedding and events for like flower arrangements, centerpieces, stuff like that. And this will be a great shop for her to be able to take her enterprise out of our living room and have a more legitimate space for it. You know, in the future, we'll be able to put like a mini split in here. We've talked about putting some sort of like shipping container on the exterior where we turn that into like a freezer, so we can either like freeze meat or keep flowers cooler type situation. So a lot we could do in here. There's actually some gym equipment in here. You know, if Hayden will allow me, it'd be kind of neat to have some gym equipment in here, or maybe like some jiu-jitsu mats, stuff like that. So this should be a really cool project continuing forward. So, but for today, we got to get dirty and get it cleaned out. I forgot to mention that we have the dump trailer already full, so this has to get ran before we can do another load of this shop junk. So in the meantime, we're actually going to go into the house, me and my father-in-law, and we're going to get, I believe, the couch and some of like the dressers ripped out and put it on his trailer, because he has a trailer here and it's not quite suited the way this one is to hold like just random debris. So we're going to put the bigger items that aren't going to roll and fly out in his trailer. So them legs. The worst once it's up, but we'll just set it down and we'll shift that immediately. I'm so happy my face touched this couch. Ew, isn't this for pissing?
Yes. Yes, I saw
Ew.
that one.
So right now there's a couple different projects going on. Hayden's uncle and her dad are checking out the well pump as well as the electricity running to our outbuildings. We got a bit of a ghost that we're chasing out there, trying to figure out why our electric and water is screwed up out there. On the inside of the property, Hayden is cleaning out the pantry. I thought that was cleaned out, but she's finishing that up. And then grandma and great aunt are playing with the baby, and overall it's a great time. It's the day before Easter and it's really cool having a big family kind of get together here out at the property. This is the first one in a really long time after Hayden's grandfather passed away, so this is pretty special to me and everyone here.
I mean, it might be right here it's not working or whatever. I don't know. Because the wire looks pretty good. I mean,
I mean, there's some kind of residual power on this.
Yeah.
You know how we did out there?
I can see from right here
Yeah, I can see those.
underneath the shed, that could be a problem.
Nothing, right?
You should
Nothing.
be getting.
Well, that's a big problem solved.
It ain't solved, but we know what it is.
My father-in-law just pointed out, he wondered, he's like, man, this bush looks different. What is that? And I started looking around and it's like, no shit, and blueberries. So another fruit added to the ongoing fruit tree and shrub discoveries on the property. Last year we noticed these peach trees, which is really cool. There's 2 of them here. They fruited, but the fruit dropped, so we'll see if we get any to eat this year off the peach. We've also found this. This is some sort of citrus, I imagine a lemon or a lime. And there's this tree, which is another peach. So there's 2 more peaches over here, so that's 4 total peaches. We also have the pear tree right off the backyard that we saw. There's 2 pears on it right now. There's also 3 different fig trees on this property. The figs are just coming back now. So that's 16 yards of total trash removed from the property today. I don't know at the time of recording this what it's going to look like on your end, but that's a lot of trash. The middle building behind me is, as you saw, I mean, I wouldn't say basically done, but you know, 70%, 65% removed of trash minus the cobwebs and the carpet. And you know, just general cleaning. You know, looking at the side of it, obviously it's going to need pressure washing, bleaching, some sort of love and care to make it look nice. A lot of the trash that went out today too, though, came from inside the house. With all the family members here, you know, we got quite a bit done in terms of trash removal over the last 2 times. Just keep in mind that we're coming out here when we can. Obviously, I try to come out here every day if possible, but it's just not the case. So sometimes I feel like progress might feel a little slow, but the work is getting done, and it's been quite fun. So I'm really excited about the progress and that we've been making so far. But as far as the rest of the day, the ladies are in the house right now with the baby, and we're all just kind of hanging out, and it feels really nice having people in the house, even though it's still kind of gross. But it feels cool having a lot of people here, and I'm excited to, you know, keep improving this property and getting it to a point where we can actually host family get-togethers and stuff. I think it'll be really cool. Hayden and I are really in alignment on that, and it's something that we're looking forward to. So at that, I'm just going to leave it here, and thank you guys for watching the progress here, and we'll keep you guys updated. I'll be out here throughout the next week getting the bathroom sorted out for the plumber, the last little pieces of that, and I'm sure that should be interesting. Could be challenging, but I'm excited to give it a try. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.